Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. Go ahead and smash that like, subscribe if you're new. But if you've been rolling with me, it doesn't take much effort to just hit that like button, okay? Because a lot of you are not doing that. I know you say you ask for it every day, but it keeps me alive. A lot to talk about. We know what's going to happen tonight. It's going to be a dog and pony show. Let's just set it straight. It's going to be disrespect on both sides, the Dems and the reps, okay? You see the traffic trader in the background going in real life. Somebody asks, were these real computers or real screens? Yes, they're real. And this traffic trader made me some bank today, all right? It made the follower some bank today. But let's get to the matter at hand. Let's see what's going on as we are heading towards the State of the Union address. All right, so we could see that we have a bounce back. Why do we have a bounce back today? Since we have AI jitters, we have software jitters. Oh, it's too much money. We're building these robots, but they're going to take our jobs, right? They were the ones that was pumping it. Now the very ones that's pumping it are the ones that's saying too much too quick. It's just almost laughable to me. And then a few months down the road, we're going to be spending more money in AI, right? So just know that people know what's going on and they're making money off of it. But so will you and I. So we could see that the NASDAQ is up 234 points. S&P is up, right? So if you really look at it for this week with all of the whipsawing that's going on, look at that. The NASDAQ and the S&P is flat for the week. It's flat, just basically flat. So all of the whipsawing and the roller coaster ride we've been on, it was just flat for the week, right? So always look out the month we're going to be down, right? The NASDAQ is down, and then I go year to date. So year to date, S&P is virtually flat, up only 43 points, but the NASDAQ is the one that is down. Why? That's where all the software companies are heavily weighted. All right, that's where they're heavily weighted in the NASDAQ. All right, so that's what's going on with that. So we're going to see what happens, right? We've been buying these dips. Yesterday, we bought some more ETFs, and I bought HIMS on yesterday. So let me just show you what's happening with HIMS. Let's find the HIMS chart, okay? Oh, yeah, before I go to HIMS, all right, let's just go to HIMS. All right, HIMS is up 2.73%, guys. You see that? So HIMS is up 2.73%. But what happened on yesterday? It tanked after earnings. It went down 10%, right? So we look at the month, down almost 50%, 47%. Year to date, 50%. It tanked, okay? It tanked. Yes, it did. But let me show you guys this on HIMS, okay? So let's go here. All right, I'm going to take the traffic trader off. And I made these last night, okay? Of course, in Money Moves, we were buying last night. So I made this last night. As a matter of fact, you will see the yellow line is where I was entering in of buying more. And I was going to kind of wait till Friday and see what happens. But last night, after the earnings, it came down to 1373. So my yellow line was going to be buy some in this range. And the green light meant buy a little more. And the red light means, stop. That's all I was doing, okay? It wasn't any deep technical, and I was going to go in a little deeper on Thursday. Well, as you can see, boom, it came right back up. And if we go out to the daily, you could see where we had that spike, right? And I believe that it was too much selling. I believe that it oversold. You could see down here on the RSI, and you could see if I engage the traffic trader on the MACD, you could see that we entered into oversold territory on the daily, right? That's what this dark brown bar is, oversold. And you can see it down there on the RSI is red. Oversold on the daily, okay? And the last time we were back in this range was all the way back here, right, in 2024. But look at what the traffic trader did. It led us to the money. It led us to the money. So if we were doing a put on the daily, it had us all the way up at $32, and it took us all the way down on the hourly. Let me stretch that out. So now on the hourly, what did it do? Came down, and then it printed a yellow light, which means reversal. And that said, we were going right back up. So is the fall over? We don't know. Let's see what the president say. All I know is I was buying in his zone. Money movers were buying in his zone. And we're going to continue to monitor it. And there were a lot of short positions on HIMS, right? But I believe in it long term, and this is a long-term hold for me. I'm just going to buy it, even though I was buying some and they were turning red. I was like, I'm going to hold. I'm just going to hold. Now, the president may mention nuclear energy. If he mentions nuclear energy, you're going to see movement in Oaklo, all right? This one whipsaws depending on what the president say, okay? You can see they're moving up today. Rare earths, 5 point in energy, 5.76%. You can see that. And so these are the ones that whipsaw. Now it's down for the week, and it is horrible for the month. And year to date, down 10%, right? So if he turns around and mentions rare earths, right? It's going to whipsaw, ticker symbol USAR. All right, so it's running up now because it runs up every time the president speaks, right? Oaklo runs up on the day that he speaks. USAR generally runs up on the day that he speaks. Now, ticker symbol USAR is a rare earth. If he says that we have a deal with another country to produce our rare earths, then USAR will flush. And then if he say we must invest in our own system with rare earths, bring it on shore, and we must do that, then you'll see ticker symbol USAR move again. Now this one is funny because if you look over the 5-day, it's up, but if you look at the month, it's down 24%, right? Not a good performer. But look at year to date on USAR. It's up a whopping 70%. And you can't get mad at that. What I want you to be careful of is the whipsawing that it does. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So that's why when it comes to Oaklo and USAR, we don't load up. We don't buy on green days. We only buy when it flushes, okay? So that's what I wanted to show you. Then we had AMD. Let me show you what I did with the traffic trader at ticker symbol AMD. AMD was up 10%, right? So it's a green day, right? Well, on this green day, I did a couple of puts, right? So I did a put right out of the gate because we were red light. And this is dangerous because I normally wait for the first 15 minutes before I get into an options trade. But I caught it right here. And then I did a put. And I did a put down to 207.50. Well, I went in. They were expensive. I went in, made 10%, and jumped back out, right? 10%. And what happens? It came back up and it was triggering stop losses. So this was the lesson today. It was triggering these stop losses. So it was searching for these stop losses. If you go to the 2-minute, you will see right in that same time bracket, it hit 3 times, right? It hit 3 times. See here? 1, 2, 3. So I did the put right here where it was triggering the stops because I know it was searching for the stops. Why? It was a green light. I never enter a trade just on the 2. I always check with the 5-minute, and I teach all of this, right? So on the 5-minute, we were right here. Boom. So I entered into a second put, and it was down to the same price, 207.50, but I sold it when it got here to 209. So I went in and got 10 On a green day, I did a put and got 10%. Then I came back and got another 13%. So I walked away with a cool $500. Okay. And then, guys, I gave levels this morning, even though I wasn't trading. And as you can see, boom, boom, hitting levels. And we don't know. It could hit here today or it could rest back here. Same thing with hims and hers. We got that. The Qs, again, money, bam, money, bam. So it hit here, came up, came right back down. And so did someone make money on the SPY. If you live traded with the traffic trader, let me know if you made money on the SPY, because it was hitting these levels. Look at that. Hit it to the penny. And what led you there? The traffic trader led you there. Took your hand and literally walked you to the money. You just have to be taught on how to use the traffic trader. It is as simple as red light, yellow light, green light, because I give these in the morning before opening bell. All right, good people. So what's going to happen tonight? You're going to see a dog and pony show. Both sides are going to be disrespectful to the office. Let's call it what it is. I know you're going, yeah, but Trump is my guy, and yeah, but Obama, but Biden is my guy, and this was my guy. Listen, stop. Follow the money. Trust me when I tell you, follow the money. There are people that are going to be in that room tonight that already knows what the speech is. They already know what companies it's going to affect, and they already know what stock are going to go up or going to go down. While you and I are down here arguing these wealthy people's fighting their battles, they're making money. So here's an idea for you. Make money with me. I don't care what party you're in. Let's make money like they're doing. Then we can argue at the bank. Listen, click the link below. Money Moves, come join us. Listen, the traffic trader is a crown trader all by itself. All right. We will see you tomorrow morning in Money Moves. Click the top link below, but we will also be here to discuss what was just said on last night, because it's going to be a show. All right. See you tomorrow. Live, love, laugh, and learn.